So I decided to fund a Robinhood account with $100 to show you guys you don't need thousands of dollars to get started with swing trading. All you need is a proper strategy. Now in today's video, we are going to be doing an update of pretty much where we're sitting with this $100 challenge and some of the stocks and strategies that I've used this past week. So I hope you guys all enjoy it. If you guys do, hit that like button, subscribe. For those of you that don't know who I am, my name is Carter and I've been a full-time swing trader for about 6 years. And with that being said, we released a brand new swing trading course where we talk about our strategies, our mindset, how we find these stocks that we're trading. There's call outs, live streams, quizzes, lectures, there's group chats. It's absolutely fantastic and I'll put it down below. You guys can use code YouTube to get 20% off. Make sure you guys click that link, at least check it out. But guys, let's dive into this. Let's go. All right, so how much money did I make this past week with my $100 account challenge? Well, I made a whopping $50, which might not seem like much, but coming from a week, 2 weeks ago, where we had a break-even week, I am very, very happy and pleased with this. Right now, our challenge in our account size is sitting near around $693. Now, obviously, the best approach and mindset that I have with this challenge is this $50 profit. The only thing that's separating me from this turning to $500 or $5,000 isn't my strategy, it's actually my account size. So we're doing the right thing. We're hitting base hits. We're not hitting home run plays. We're doing base hits of 4%, 3% profits. That compounded will be thousands of dollars in the long run. Now, if you're just starting out and you're watching this video for the first time and you're saying, Carter, I want to swing trade, what should I do? Starting out, what you guys should do is paper trade. Paper trading uses simulated money to develop a plan, develop a strategy. So the great thing about this is you can start practicing your entries, your exits, your risk management skills, and we talk about all of that in the course, so at least check it out. But now, let's actually turn to the computer and see some of the stocks that I traded. Alrighty, so we are up and loaded here. Now the broker that I used for this challenge is Robinhood, but my normal broker that I use every single day with my larger account is Moomoo. Now what I do is I actually use Moomoo for all of like my scanning and all of that stuff and my charting, just because it's a lot better in my opinion than Robinhood, and I've been using it for years, so I'm super comfortable with it. Now, so starting off, what do I look for evaluating a stock for a swing trade? So starting off is trends. Trends are super important. Now, just common sense states that if a stock has an upward trend, buying pressure is going to be more likely, rather than, if you're trying to short this stock, that's a recipe for disaster. Now, another thing I look for is something called a support line. Now, a support line is where we get tendencies of getting buying pressure. It could be a certain price. It could be an indicator. It could be a variety of things. So starting out was looking at this here. We had this upward trend. And this stock is actually Adobe, ticker symbol ADBE. This is where I made actually a bulk of my money this past week is on this stock. Now, looking at it, you guys will see it has tendencies of using this blue line as support. And what I mean by this is near and around this blue line, we get natural tendencies of getting buying pressure, right? It comes in, hits it once, hits it again. And then recently, what do we have? It hit that blue line, which is the 90 moving average line, and we got immediate buying pressure. As well as we look at it, what do you guys notice here? It has resistance at this 566 mark. So it comes and hits it once, twice, and then we did get that breakout. Now, basic technical analysis states that old resistance has a tendency to act as new support. So it comes in contact, boom, got buying pressure. So that old resistance is another indication where we could have some buying pressure involved. Now, what you could do as well is pretty much hop in at that price. But, another great thing that I always recommend doing is pretty much setting a stop loss. A stop loss is the max amount of money you're pretty much willing to lose on a trade. Now, starting off with a small account, at least for me, I'm willing to be a little more risky because I'm just trying to grow an account. Now, if you are just starting out, obviously I would recommend, having a stop loss anywhere from 1 to about 3%. The reason why is if you go over that, if you do that consistently, you're going to burn through an account. So I always pretty much set it at about 1%, 2%, you know, and obviously stuff like that. But for this one, I pretty much set it near and around this 550 mark. Now, I wanted to risk about $15 to possibly make upwards of $30. So about a 2-to-1 risk and reward. Now, obviously, the tighter your stop loss is, you know, you could pretty much set your stop loss at, you know, 560 or, you know, 565. And so you could risk, you know, just a little amount of money to try to make as much as possible. So that's kind of what I did. Another thing that you got to realize is, you know, Adobe does have some resistance at the 600 mark. You guys will see kind of consolidated there, establishing some resistance. So as we come in contact with it, you know, I'm probably going to start selling out on my shares and then do like a trailing stop loss for the remainder. This is a great strategy, whether you're trying to grow an account or you're trying to just, you know, make money from swing trading. With my larger account, I did make about $700 off this trade, and it only took, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. So in a single week, off this trade, it was a $700 profit, which is incredible. Now, stock number 2 that I traded, and honestly, it wasn't a huge success, but I did make some money off it, is on Palantir. This one here was a little different, as you guys can see. It wasn't using that 90, you know, that blue line as support, the 90 moving average line. It was using this yellow line, this trend line. So you guys will see it comes in contact once. We got buying pressure, twice buying pressure, and then recently it hit it again. We hopped in at about 1578, selling near and around 17. It was a pretty solid trade, but obviously it wasn't as good as Adobe, just because Adobe was so textbook. The only thing I really did like was how that 200 moving average line was right there. So that was another indication where I know we could have some, you know, more buying pressure involved, but still textbook play. And the reason why we sold at about 17 was because of that 90 moving average line. These moving average lines act as support as well as resistance. So when the stock is below it, we do see tendencies of getting resistance at it. So guys, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video. If you guys did, hit that like button and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my swing trading course, and we'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Take care.